Good morning, Internet. It is Tom, Negotiating with Jesus. I don't know if every time I hit the button I scratch my head there. It's from my normal intro. Bob Seger night moves. So I did my exercises. The pentatonic scale in the positions of C, A, which looks like an A chord, and I played the C scale. And then I went to the G position, which looks like a G chord, which is actually an A chord. But you play the two notes that add a G, or three notes, whatever you can stretch out to. Doesn't matter if you do it. This is just the third position, which is the G position. Pentatonic scale, key of C. You remember how the positions look, the patterns. Get that pinky playing. We don't really like the pinky. He sits on the bench. Actually played the whole scale as well. Oops. So I didn't get it all right, but I did it. I did it a couple times. The E position. Went through that. The D position. I did my exercises, pentatonic. On each string. A couple hammer-ons here and there. Pull-offs. Did that. I did my ABCs. Yesterday I forgot. I went right into my songs because I did a video. It was too long. Today, Bob Seger night moves. So just a strumming exercise. So when I was young, I got into a band. And that is super helpful because then you practice a lot. You have to learn songs. So practicing a lot is the whole game. Now I practice from not knowing anything to being able to cover a number of songs, 20 or 30 songs, whatever a band tries to do. And we were terrible because we were beginners. There was a band that also played locally that was good, that I liked. And it may have discouraged me. I was in the band for a few years and then I quit. Quit that band, and then about 13 years later I started another band. And that one we were better. I had been playing for a long time, so that one was better. But again, it was average. An average player can start a band. I saw a band the other weekend. They were average. I could play in that band. And I could even improve it a little because of just the time spent. So you spend a lot of time, you get good. You do exercises, you become better. So I'm becoming better by doing exercises. So I did my exercises, but I'm just going to show you just strumming. So strumming, when you get good at strumming, you just sound like a good player. When you're good at grabbing chords without hesitation, because you've done it so often. We're going to do 3 chords, but it's a strumming song and it's got a good chunk, a great rhythm. So it's just fun to play if you practice it to where you're feeling like, dang, I'm playing this song and it's cool. So it's, you strum. I'm just going to go like this. So the hand is always going steady. When you're strumming, your hand is always going steady. You just skip some. In this one, we're going to do a lot of chunkas. The chunka on an electric guitar sounds especially good. it sounds great because it's thick and it's distorted and it sounds like you're angry, and you want to sound angry on an electric guitar. You must sound angry. And the thickness gives it almost an orchestra feel, because in an orchestra you have 7, 8 violins playing, and it gets a thickness to the tones. This is artificial thickness added to guitar tones. I want to play acoustic. I've decided that acoustic is my thing. And so you don't get to do the strings aren't as light as an electric guitar. You don't get to do the soloing that everybody loves. That's what everyone wants to do. They want to be Eddie Van Halen or whatever, Tim Henson. Then you better spend 8 hours a day playing your instrument. You better do exercises. You better find every scale and practice them over and over. I'm going to help you get it average. So, Seeger. So I do the downstroke. I skip, down, skip. And then I play the upstroke. Down, skip. And then I hit that down, second downstroke. And I'm playing the upstroke. So down, down. I don't even know what I'm doing. See if you can copy me. Down. That F. So you're going to be practicing the F. The hard F is a bar chord. That's the great rock strategy, is playing bar chords, because shapes move on a guitar. You learn shapes for a guitar. Same positioning. On electric, you would play just the top strings, because they are very growly, they are very thick and angry and dangerous. So this one, I'm not going to play the top, the E. I'm just going to do the shape at the bottom. So your fingers, so it's shaped like an E. But you got to have one finger out so you can bar. Don't worry about what you play. Try and get as many notes as you can. I always use my thumb to mute. If I'm not holding that string, which is hard, you don't have to. So C, it's G, F, C, F, G, F, C, F, G, F, C, F. You notice on changes, when you start playing well, when you can grab chords on an acoustic, a lot of times in the transition you play nothing. So notice, if you look carefully, on a transition I strum and I'm holding nothing. So a G especially, it's almost all open strings anyway. There's a big chunk of open strings. So a fun strumming song, just a great song to start developing your smooth chord playing. When you are a good rhythm player, it just is fun. You hit average skills as a rhythm player and you can play 1,000 songs. You get average skills being able to grab chords and release. G, F, and C. Over and over, and it's a great song to play rhythm. Do it slow until you can get it, you've got to grab and release. You've got to practice chords. You've got to do it every day. I'm going to be here every day just practicing so that we can get the mass of humanity to a skill level that we're all average and all thumbing our nose at the AI, because we can actually play. When the robots take over, we'll be hiding in the woods, playing songs to people who are scared and lonely and need hope. And this is an instrument. Music is a thing that gives hope. Is there beauty in the world? Can we be part of the process, the creation process of bringing beauty into the world? Yes, we can. We're going to do that here. We're going to write songs eventually. I think eventually this will become some kind of community. That's some kind of goal. I keep thinking of, what is this exactly? Well, it's going to be the sneaky little underground slave community who is going to defeat AI, because the kings aren't going to defeat AI. The slaves are going to revolt and defeat AI. Not that this is a bad tool, but it can't be the creators. We must be the creators. Made in God's image, we are little creators. Let's keep creating. Go do some exercises.